and fall in, my fellow scout troopers, and welcome to the Siege of Moria. It's a nice 5v3 and it comes from yours truly. I am commanding one of 3 defending armies today. Now if you guys want to see your own Total War replay featured here on this very channel, don't forget to check out those links you'll find in the video description below. So let's get started with the army comps today. I am commanding the dwarves of Khazad-dûm. We've got some warriors of Khazad-dûm here. We have 2 units of Khazad-dûm reclaimers, 3 units of sentries of Khazad-dûm, 1 unit of Mithril Guard, 1 unit of Guards of Khazad-dûm, 1 unit of Legion Bodyguard, 1 Iron Watch of Miramir, 1 unit of Warriors of Khazad-dûm, 2 units of Sons of the Fallen as well, 2 units of 30s Infantry, and 3 units of 2nd Legion Axe Guard, I believe. My ally today is Numenor, commanded by the Shadow of the East. He's got some no and arrow sentinels here, and John is commanding Imladris. I'll call out those units as we go through Moria. We've got some Imladris sentries here. We have some Elder Envy archers. Oh, also got some 4th Legion shield guard there too. Some Narrow Royal Guard. I got some Swords of Rivendell. I do need Shadowbows, I believe, from Numenor as well. Some Elder Envy spearmen, Norrentino warriors. 1st Legion pikes as well for me. Imladris Guardians here. Looks to be 3 units armored up. Some Godhelm NUR, also armored. Brunine rewards. We have some Gwathei Arthane and Gwathei Merindain, or Gwathei Murdain. We've got some more Archers of Rivendell and Seafarers of Lindamos. Looks to be all the Imladris units that do have the armor upgraded option have been used as well. Looks to be 2 units total of Norrentino warriors. Some Royal Legion of Amedalos, Pharaohs and Swordmasters. We have 3 units of Nurine Shield Guard. We have a catapult belonging to Imladris. Some Nurine Steel Bows, Brunine rewards, Archers of Rivendell again. We have 3 units of Nurine Cohorts, some Elder Envy Spearmen, some Nurine Steel Bows there, some Seafarers of Nindamos, some Belaga Pikemen, I think about 2 units of them, and some Belaga Footmen, maybe 2 units as well. Some more Imladris Guardians and Imladris Sentries. And finally, some Belaga Footmen. And with that, let's go to the first of 5 attacking armies today, which is of course Mordor, commanded by Wildy Wild, who's got some Nazgul here, generals in that unit. So Olag High, Orc Fodder of course, 2 units there. Some Temple Executioners, not armored. We have some Moranon Archers here, some Moranon Halberds, and Moranon Infantry. We have 2 units of Blackguard of Barad-dûr, mixed in with some more Moranon Archers, a Troll Catapult, some Minas Morgul Chosen, 2 units of them, and some Moranon Infantry. Now for Rune, commanded by Safarim, he's got some Dragon's Wrath Warlords here leading his army, some cavalry if you can believe it. And we've got some Balclaw Sapphire Blazemen, Camul's Shadowbows, Eastron Crossbows half armored, Dragon's Wrath Crossbows, some more Eastron Crossbows, looks to be fully armored as well. Some Loke Gamp Rim, about 2 or 3 units of them, and 2 or 3 units of Loke Flag Rim. There's some Dragon's Wrath Guildsmen. We've also got some Camul's Chosen, some Eastron Warriors, and some Balclaw Tribesmen appears to be armored up as well, 1 to 2 units of them. And let's go to the other side of Moria, the first of the 3 attackers on this side. Angmar, come by Winged Swordsman 44. Some Snugger Stalkers over here, 2 units total. Some Guardians of Khazad-dûm, this will be 3 units there, not armoured at all. Same goes for all the other units except for the Witchrom Scourge Raiders, who do have the armour upgrade. Some Witchrom Hammer Guard, Witchrom Blackguard, 2 units of Witchrom Scourge Raiders as well, some Witches, and some Trolls of Gundabad. I didn't see any Barrow-wights from his army, in fact. We have a 2nd Rune army here, commanded by Pontaman. He's got some Dragon's Wrath Crossbows, Loke Flag Rim, Camul's Chosen, Balclaw Tribesmen, not armoured, Loke Scion Rim and Loke Flag Rim, 2 units of Loke Narim, and another unit of Loke Scion Rim, make that 2 units over here. Some Eastron Crossbows, not armoured at all, and some Loke Flag Rim. And finally we have Khan, a Soul Punisher, who has 2 units of Brotherhood of the Shadows. He's also got mixed in here 2 or 3 units of Nurad Footmen and 2 or 3 units of Nurad Halberds. Got some Nomadic Marauders there, 1 to 2 units of them. Some Brotherhood of the Axe, Brotherhood of the Spear as well, some Nurad Stormguard, Nomadic Infantry, and 2 or 3 units of Nurad Footmen as well as the Halberds as we talked about earlier. Just seeing some more of them over here at the rear of the army. And that appears to be it. That's all I can really make out there because it's a massive blob of just Khandish forces. And so I'll do a small cut guys and come back once the battle begins. See you soon. Alright guys, here we go. Building up my warriors of Khazad-dûm. The attackers sending up some Loke Narim and some Snugger Stalkers. Now, full credit to every single player in this match. Sephiroth had a glitch which caused him to, I suppose, bring up that error screen that says a player cannot connect because it kept dropping him out of the game and he had to keep clicking back into the game, and this happened like every 10 to 30 seconds or so for consistently for about an hour and a half. Every player here deserves a really big pat on the back, and their patience is absolutely commendable. equivalent to that of a stone mountain. So much appreciated for all the players here for sticking through right to the very end. It was a great match because of that. And yeah, I just want to acknowledge the efforts of all those involved in making this replay possible today. So thank you very much, guys. Now, we got here, Soul Punisher, he kept moving up his Brotherhood of the Shadows. He was determined to fire his daggers into me. I sent up my 4th Edition Shield Guard too, just to back up my warriors. Shadows here reloading. I know it's coming, but my 4th Edition Shield Guard is still struggling to fight their way through the Snugger Stalkers. They may be weak, but they've got a lot of bodies to kill. It can really slow down a unit. So anyway, I'm trying to get through their ranks. Over here with some Bellic Footmen blocking off some Orc fodder. Some Eastern crossbows firing way outside the gate, but perfectly into some Bellic Footmen, it would seem. Not the worst unit to be shooting at if you're a defender. If you're an attacker using crossbows here on Bellic Footmen, not really that ideal. I suppose if you must, 1 to 2 volleys max to soften them up, but they are light troops, they don't really need a lot of softening. The only reason this is taking so long and going nowhere is because it's Orc fodder. So we'll head back for now. I probably will just ×2 speed it, just briefly. Just because it's getting a little bit grindy. I am winning the fight. We've got some Witchworm Scourge Raiders here moving up. I'm trying to use their axes. I move up my Khazad-dûm Reclaimers, and it becomes an axe fight, really. Some of my axes are hitting Snugger Stalkers, which is obviously the worst thing that could happen for them. Alright, it wouldn't be fair if I didn't show what's happening to my Khazad-dûm Reclaimers. I was still happy with the fire rate of my Reclaimers. They were going to be, at one point, so they're going to use up all their axes here, and we're going to kill some Scourge Raiders, so I let them fight it out with some Scourge Raiders, and I also saw them moving up some Guardians of Kara and Boom, so I thought, hey, I can get some hits here on those guys as well. And the reinforcements as they come through, so it just seemed worth it to continue fighting them. I'm still fighting. I'm still firing at them. Okay, they're out of ammunition now. My warriors are almost gone. Got some 30s infantry moving up. I don't want to abandon my 4th Edition Shield Guard. And you can see here how the Witchworm Pikemen are sort of arced around the 4th Edition Shield Guard, so the Witchworm Pikemen are out of formation. And when the Pikemen are out of formation like that, that is the time to attack. And now that was a great shot there from the catapult. We'll discuss catapult shots later, don't you worry, John. Starting with this one. He killed mostly friendly forces there. This happened a few times during the match. At one point, I actually got to the stage where I was yelling, "John, for the love of God, stop shooting!" And then something even worse happened right after I said it. Hopefully, don't worry guys, we'll try and show it. It was funny. Well, funny in hindsight. At the time, I was pissed. But we're holding them back for now. We've basically wiped out all the pikemen. See, that's why you always got to reform your pikes. You've got to keep them in phalanx formation. You can't afford to let them get out of formation because your enemy can just pick them apart. Now, the Orc Fodder have gone deep into enemy territory and haven't broken yet. And they're down to 54. They might be wavering, but the Orc Fodder is lasting a lot longer than it should. We've got Backlot Tribesmen moving up. They're going to fire into somebody in a second. Okay, not sure it's ideal that they fire into the Nurin cohort. Those troops are usually pretty good, pretty expensive as well. The pikemen could also be fired at. They're not in battle, but it looks like we've got Nimrod trying to move in. Crossbows just arcing their bolts perfectly into them. Now hopefully those pikemen have the armor upgrade. The tribesmen are pulling apart when we're in cohort there. John's got to step up his rate of fire there to put pressure on the attackers and the attackers' missiles. I'll try and bring them down a bit. The Cousin Reclaimers and 30s Infantry are looking a little thin, so I send up some sentries to Khazad-dûm. I've got reinforcements stationed on the other side of the bridge, of course, and around the corner. These guys here are trying to shoot my Iron Watch of Miramir. Oh, second Legion Axe are moving up, along with my sentries to Khazad-dûm. See, John's arrows were coming in, but they weren't really killing them very fast, and that was just frustrating to watch. (15 to 19%). We've got to be mindful of the witches.
It is coming for us.
We've got reinforcements moving up. We've got some flag rim or siren rim or both. Okay, it's flag rim and Guardians of Khazad-dûm. Just head back to the other side now. Okay, Rune stepped up here. And they've got some troops here moving around the Balaga pikemen. That's got to annoy you, don't know. That was a horrible volley there from somebody. (17 to 23). Balance of forces evenly matched. The Steelbows targeting the Dragon's Wrath Guildsmen. We've got Blackguard of Barad-dûr coming up. Steelbows need to be targeting those guys. More so than the Dragon's Wrath Guildsmen, that's for sure. Blackguard is basically running through, and my allies are not sending up any reinforcements to try and shore up that defense or reinforce the area. He's moving now, but it's almost too little too late. Cavs trying to break through so they can run around and cause all problems in the halls. The steel bows are targeting, or trying to target the Dragon's Wrath Warlords right now. Okay, now they're back onto these shadow bows.
It is coming for
Now
us.
this Guardian is charging through. You see, one of the mistakes I think Shadow is making here, along with John, is that they're trying to form up a perimeter, but they still have an enemy behind their lines to deal with. Before they really form up any line to face the enemy coming at them, they've got to deal with the enemy behind them first, and then reinforce their line. Like, the Moria sentries just need to stretch out all the way across as far as they can. Don't we have 2 units of Balaga Pikemen? Like, isn't there a unit of Balaga Pikes here? The Balaga Pikes should link up with the Moria sentries and just push the Dragon's Wrath Warlords straight into the wall, so there is no way out. I mean, that was a great charge there. Into the Guardians, they wiped out about 15 of them. Now sentries are trying to contain them, but the Warlords are going to outrun them. The Balaga Pikemen from Shadow of the East should have been used in that effort. Another great charge. You wouldn't expect Dragon's Wrath Warlords to do so well here, but you gotta give credit to Saffron. He was using his cav effectively. While also, you know, trying our patience at the same time. Still, it's good effort there with the Dragon's Wrath Warlords there, mate. Didn't think you had it in you with the cav. But it's, I remember Saffron was sort of taunting John and Shadow there. Now we know why. Yeah, my sentries were being attacked in the rear by some nomadic marauders who were firing their javelins in earlier. Oh, they keep shooting me, and I move up. Trying to get into the local rim ranks. The Brother of the Shadows hovering outside. Thankfully they sent up reinforcements, so I don't have to worry about them shooting through the gatehouse again into my forces. They're moving in again to try and deal with me. That was a nice volley from my Iron Watch. Shadows from moving up, try and throw their daggers into my Iron Watch and mirror me. Really close with dealing with the Brother of the Shadows. But they got another unit to annoy me with. I'm trying to use the axes of my Iron Watch. They're taking out some of my Iron Watch. I'm down to 15. Just won't cut it out. Leg flag rim moving up to support the effort. 7-inch axe guard moving into containment. Like Silent Rim coming in. I've got the area pretty well contained. Brother of the Shadows doesn't really have a shot where they are, given where my troops are positioned. I'll head back over the other side for now. I gotta say, Sarah, this is definitely a much nicer battle. Nicely free and flowing, you know. Steel bows here being slaughtered by crossbows. They got this bridge covered, but there's no more missile units up here to put any pressure on the attackers. So the attackers right now are free to use any missiles in their arsenal with impunity. There's no real threat to them whatsoever from anything from what we can shoot. Oh, hang on, we've got some Royal Guard now coming up. But they gotta get in closer. You see, all the attackers need to do is they need to come and basically run towards the hill, try and get below that ledge, and then the Royal Guard might potentially just be firing a lot of arrows into that top of the ledge here without even clearing it. And so for Sarah to stay there is actually making these more difficult for himself. But this is good news for Shadow. If they want to waste all their javelins on Nura and the steel bows, that's probably good for us. And then say use them on the Royal Guard, the Sentinels, the Pharaohs and Stormmasters, Royal Legion of Metalos. You know? Charging the Dragon's Wrath Warlords probably should have been their first choice. Fairly decent fire there into the low Gamp Rim. Got some more archers moving up. So attackers are going to pour a lot more arrows up there soon. I wonder why the Black Guard are taking refuge amongst the Gamp Rim. I haven't seen that before. Warlords here, they're running through. They're going to avoid the stakes, unfortunately, for us. Well, not the best charge there. Attackers making ground over here. I got some Sons of the Fallen now moved up. Got some back off Sapphire Blazemen. Potentially getting some shots into my Sons of the Fallen. I got my cousin reclaimers here just trying to get rid of these pesky shadows. They just won't go away. See, they're firing into my flank now. And I try to move them in front of the Silent Rim. So I'm in 31 and steady, not breaking. I'm giving the Sapphire Blazemen a run for their money. Now I'm trying to fire into the Witch-Run Pikemen. I try to intercept them, but they're coming towards my reclaimers anyway. I should have told John to move up his matter of centuries earlier. That would have been a good time to commit them there. 42 to 44. They're surrounding my Sons of the Fallen. I'm not really killing them as fast as I thought I was. We got my Hammer Guard now, a good to bad guard.
Badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
Oh, that's a good shot.
Being attacked.
Killed a bunch of my hammers there. I think I would have rather gone to target the Psalm Rim or all the runic forces, you know? Yeah, so that was a good shot there. Now, that hurt me a little bit. That hurt me a lot. And I actually told him before all this happened, I said, you might want to stop firing. It's 48 now to 51. I think the catapults wind up. Oh no, it's not winding up. 49 to 52. Alright, the attackers here, they are through. And I actually suggested to John, not long after what happened here, that he mounted a defense. Like, I thought mounting a defense here would be a good idea rather than just falling back to the citadel, you know? I mean, they still have plenty of troops in reserve, and when we're not short, we haven't really suffered too many losses. So I was a little bit surprised we fell back as quickly as we did on this side. I thought they would have put up a little bit more of a fight rather than pulling back straight away as they did. Now, John here does have some Maris Guardians and Elder Enemy Spearmen here, my bad. But Seraphim has his Camille Shadowbows here, lined up perfectly with the clump of elves, so this is probably a very good target that Rune has sort of set up with Mordor's help. I think if he wants to get all the arrows mostly hitting the elves, he needs to target the Elder Enemy Spearmen unit. He might be targeting the Maris Guardians, and that could be why we're seeing the kind of fire we are. Because most of the Elder Enemy Spearmen are sort of clumped up in the area we're looking at right now, and you think most of the arrows would be concentrating at this spot, which is probably where he's trying to hit, but he just hasn't been able to do it. Alright, let's head back over here. I don't think the catapult's firing just yet. My sentries are doing that glitch thing. The elves here are really struggling against the attacking missiles. I thought they would have fared a bit better. I got one Brotherhood of the Shadow behind me, I didn't notice him. Here comes some sentries of mine. See, they're all just sort of in that column formation. I got to get them formed up. What I was always trying to do with my sentries is, if they weren't in a position I liked it, just try to reform them and then send them into battle. There you go. 55, 56. I fired a volley from the Iron Watch trying to take out a large clump of their missile units. It just didn't go well for me. And now their missiles are firing point blank into my dwarves. He had them in guard mode. Always trying to keep an eye out for the witches. See, this Khazad-dûm sentry is moving up in that sideways movement. He took out most of my forces in the area there with that clump of shots. And that's when I told him not to fire too. Like, he was apologetic, he felt bad for it and all, but that really messed me up there. .58 to 58. Oh, the sentries are doing that bloody thing again. Okay, and your footmen are there. Now there's sentries and guardians just sort of standing by. And I think John had to go, something came up. Most of his forces are gone, but he set his army up in defensive mode as well at this point, I believe. Come on, 2nd Legion Axe Guard, don't let me down. I want you down to 7. Now, these guys here, they fell back up here and Shadow started fighting just outside the citadel. You see the black guys starting to swarm around the Dinra's shield guard. I'm bringing some forces back up to the top. My 1st Legion pikes, basically everything I got down here. Well, the LDMB archers weren't even used. Look at me. John, you should have brought down your LDMB archers on the ramp, put everything on auto fire, and just, you know, let it fly. No, I wish John would have done that before he left. I didn't realise his LDMB archers still had ammunition. Now, I thought it was actually a boon for us. When the trolls of Goodabad ran away instead of attacking the sentries in the back, I thought that really helped out our defence. And maybe that's why, I don't know if you heard me or not, because I saw the trolls there and I thought, what's he up to? Why isn't he attacking the elves in the rear? And I thought, this is great. I've got some eye watch here, I'm looking for a target. I see the Dragon's Wrath crossbows and I thought, well, maybe I can give that a go. I also charged my guards across the room down here to help out Shadow. Take on the black guard, try and force them back. There was no missile units on the side, so I thought I'm relatively safe there. I tried to fire a volley into the Olag High. Unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to kill any of them before he ran them away. Let's pull the guards out to try to avoid the Belcorp Sapphire Blazemen, and then charge into the right flank where they're relatively safe from that fire. So basically, we left all the... Well, we stopped worrying about the Invader's forces. We thought that the way they're set up, we can focus our attention on this side for now, while they try to get through the Invaders. And so, we're just keeping an eye on them. I was always keeping an eye to see whether or not they were going to try and come through Balin's tomb. I saw an opportunity to try and target the Dragon's Wrath crossbows and I took it. I probably should have fired my Iron Watch into the shadows. I don't know why I chose not to do that. And you can see on the map they're starting to come through the ramp there, so that they're going to come through Balin's tomb very shortly. So we're trying to organise our defence over there, get some troops organised. We're not getting through there anytime soon. Shadow should have tried to bring down those pesky Doom Shadowbows on the enemy side. Making short work there of the Moron and Halberds. We're at 66 to 66 at the moment. So they're not coming up this way at all yet. They were actually firing quite a lot into the elves here. And given that John's no longer with us, you'd think they would just march up, get in close range and shoot them that way. Try to maximize their meat per arrow. Again, I saw this as a small victory for us. I mean, I did appreciate John's layered defense that he set up before he left. My hammers are good bad engaging the trolls. Okay, 2 trolls down, 2 to go. One more to go. That's a good volley. I was actually I used my last shots there, and much to my delight, he ran them away. So I sort of a little bluffed my way out of that one there, making him run away with the shadows just now. Seafarers almost threw a javelin volley there to try and take out the Brother of the Shadows. I saw the witches. And I ran away my First Legion pikes. I went my iron rods into the Neuroid footmen over there, just to sort of, well, delay them a little bit. The Marauders coming up with their jabbies. Charging up the hammers. Got that area covered for now. I brought up my guards at Khazad-dûm to try and surround the Khmur's Chosen. Yellow Kai. Our guards at Khazad-dûm are starting to fall now. They're taking a lot of damage. Guards at Khazad-dûm down to 14. And I charged my guards at Khazad-dûm into the Dragon's crossbows, and I was annoying Sarah saying, "Scouts, let me get a shot off." And I just simply said, "No." No one gives you free kills like that, not on purpose. Now, up against pretty much a full unit of red captains, my guards won't hold forever. They'll drop soon. A large portion of the Neuron forces are in danger of being shot in the back, but if the Dragon's crossbows do fire, they can potentially take out the Mere Small Chosen, which would be great for us as well. Doesn't look like they're going to fire though, so that's a bit unfortunate. And with regards to being shot at here, I didn't realise Seraphim was firing at them. I'll gain some great shots into my Legion bodyguard. I wasn't aware of this. I think I just brought them up to get face off against all the forces that the attackers were bringing against us. Now he took out a huge chunk of the Royal Legion of Amedalos and Narrow Sentinels. I saw it and I was typing get out of there, but it was too late. Now Seafarers were going to take a shot, but they ran off. Now that's not cowardly, it's just annoying and smart, but I would have rather we killed them, of course. They got a volley off into him, but the Neurad's footman took most of the brunt of that. First Legion Pikes doing a phenomenal job. We're being pressed hard now on all sides. How's the battle going on here? We're just playing it smart. No. I really wish you would have put them on auto fire there, John. My Sons of the Fallen in shield wall formation. Royal Legion backing them up. The Shadows are firing into the Elven forces, and well, obviously nothing we can do about it, so we just focus on maintaining the defense. Guys and Swordmasters moving down to maybe support the next layer. I was really hoping the Witches weren't going to get a shot off because they were in the friendly ranks. I charged my Legion Bodyguard, and I think I tried to reform my First Legion Pikes. They're not really in a good position right now. I don't know why they did that to me. I'm still trying to reform them there. I see the Witches coming around, trying to fire a shot into my flank. I have to reorganize them again. I asked Shadow to send some troops around the bend there through the gap, try and get into the Witches. We're fighting the Khan General there. Come on. I guess I'm just trying to reform them. Which is taking a shot there in the Seafarers. I'm trying to swarm my forces. Seafarers are coming in. I was saying in the last stream, I would prefer to have them sent in a little bit earlier, but you know I didn't ask for it. So.
The enemy are badly blooded. They have lost half them.
There you go, John. You got a general kill there. And I am now moving up my Mithril Guard. Get him into shield wall formation. Now just watch this. I don't think anyone's ever seen anything like this before. I'll slow it down so you can just grasp what's happening. Now speed it up again. And Reforged went from 52 down to 27 in less than 20 seconds from being swarmed. The Battle of the Axe had a large part to play in that, I reckon.
Our general lies slain upon the battlefield.
Yep, there goes my general. The Sentinels need to be sent into the battle. The Witches did a good number on them. That's just me admitting defeat. I think they're mostly through here. The attackers don't have much left over here. Or do they? I wouldn't say it's a lot, no. No, very little over here. They're still not even through here yet. So I suppose John can be proud of that. Yep, the Reforged were wiped out. How will the Pharaohs and Swordmasters fare?
Noble allies have lost the leader.
Well, they took out the general.
They may lose heart and flee.
The Sentinels look like they helped a little bit. And Numenor's about finished now. Now it's going to wipe out Mladris and take the victory point, and then we are done.
Our ally lies dead.
There goes John's general.
But they have not won this war.
So it was complete destruction there, 100% to 69. I got 3,114 kills, John 1543, and the Shadow of the East 1964. Pontaman 903, Swole Punisher 884, Wild 656, Seraphim 1492, Wing Swordsman 44 882. Okay, kill counts here. My Iron Watcher Moria got 345, First Legion Pikes 304, Cousin Reclaimers 194 185, Sons of the Fallen 100 and 148, Sentries of Khazad-dûm here 188, and the rest didn't perform as well. Hounds of Gundabad there 135, 4th Legion Shield Guard 126, 2nd Legion Axe Guard there 260, 3rd Legion Infantry 206 134, and Guards of Khazad-dûm 154, and Warriors of Khazad-dûm 205. And that was it. So thank you to all that participated in that replay. Once again, guys, your patience was rock solid. Thank you for your support. Well done to Pontaman and his team there on their victory today. If you want to see your own Total War replay featured here on this very channel, guys, don't forget you can check out those links you'll find in the video description below to contact me to send me through your Total War replay. We're glad to hear from you soon. This is Micka from Scouts of Entertainment signing off. Goodbye, my fellow Scout Troopers. Catch you all in the next Total War battle.